Good morning and Happy New Year. It is Monday, January the 8th. It's about 8:45. I'm on my prep and it is the first day back from winter break. And we're here. First and foremost, my apologies, and I use the word apologies lightly because I am really working on just taking care of me this year and prioritizing what I need. But at the same time, I know that I was really supposed to vlog and upload daily for Vlogmas, and I did for most of the month of November, and I actually took footage on the 23rd, which I believe is starting from that point forward. Maybe it was the 22nd. From that point forward, I stopped uploading, and I had footage. My first day of winter break, I basically met a friend for breakfast, and then I had to go hustle and bustle to get all the Christmas presents that I hadn't gotten for the year. And I did actually take footage of that, and I had the best of intentions of like editing and uploading. But that's the same day my sister came in town, and when I got home, like her and I were catching up, and I was just tired from being at the mall all day. And I just didn't get it done. And then I thought, oh, I'll just combine it with my Christmas Eve footage. And then Christmas Eve came and I had my immediate family over for breakfast, and I was like caught up in the moment of all of that. So suffice it to say, like basically what happened is I just got to a point where I wanted to just live in the moment and enjoy my family, and really just relax and not, you know, feel like I needed to be on a screen or be editing footage. So my apologies. I had a nice holiday. We had Christmas Eve brunch at my house, and I exchanged gifts with my immediate family. I wish I may have the footage, and I may show you the footage of what I got Emery. I don't know if I actually recorded it, but most of the money that I spent was spent on her. But I basically got her a little chair with the built-in desk. That was a parent request from her Amazon list. And then I got her this cute like taupe colored raincoat from Zara and some matching boots with little fur on it and a little beanie. And that's what I got her. And it was just really cute. So we did that, and then Christmas Eve is that afternoon. We spent it at my extended family's, and we had Christmas Eve together, which we've never really done as a large extended family. This is the first time that I know of, and that was nice. And then on Christmas Day, I went with some relatives to see The Color Purple, which I enjoyed, but you have to be aware that this version of The Color Purple is the musical version, not the movie version. And then the rest of the break, you guys, I just did a lot of nothing. I took naps, I slept in, I worked out, I walked woofy, I got my nails done, I got my hair done, I streamed a lot of TV, I watched feel-good movies, talked to a couple friends, but I really did nothing, and I enjoyed it. And I'm proud of myself, and I did zero work. I got very tempted at times to pull out some work because there were days where I'm like, I don't really have anything to do. Like, I'm kind of bored. But then that's when I said, you need to really learn how to relish in being bored, because this time will come to an end. So that's how I spent my break. So I'm feeling rested, and it's a mixed emotions about coming back. Like, I'm appreciative to have like structure in my day, because when I do have too much time on my hands, I do start overthinking different parts of my life and overanalyzing things, and that creates a certain amount of anxiety and stress that I don't have when I'm kept busy with like work. But also, I'm not looking forward to the stress that comes with coming back to work. So I'm gonna try my best to continue to maintain and manage my anxiety better. And yeah, so I was planning prep for today, so I'm ready to go. Today is a minimum day, so we're kind of easing into it. I have to finalize my grades by 4 o'clock tomorrow, and they're pretty much finalized. And I have an observation this week for cultural responsive teaching practices. I kind of know what I'm doing already. I just have to write it up. And I think that's it. Like, I have a meeting tomorrow as well, but I'm just prepping things for my leadership class, which is next, and trying to get us back on the schedule I had established over the summer, which means on Mondays we should be doing a character strong lesson. And so we're gonna play this game that I've never played before called Win As Much As You Can. And it basically forces the kids at one point to work as a team to earn points through this series of strategies that I don't really have time to show you right now, and then at some point they have to work with other teams. So we'll see how that goes, because I've never played it before, and I'm gonna let the kids know that, because it's probably gonna be a little bit of a bumpy ride. But aside from that, today should be pretty, I purposely made today very straightforward and very easy, just because I know we all need to ease ourselves back into this. And what is this braid doing right here? So yeah, good morning, happy new year, good to see you, and I'll check in with you later. It is 10 minutes to 3, and I think I'm getting ready to go home right now. My grades are pretty much updated. I just haven't clicked the button to finalize them, because I have a student who generally is a good student, but the student tends to be absent. I guess frequently is a fair statement, and the absences always seem to occur on days where big assignments are due. It could be a quiz, it could be a test, and there are 2 tests that are missing. One was taken just as we were heading into winter break, and the other one was right around that time as well. And excuse me, I feel like I'm being quite nice in the fact that I called home and let the mom know that their child was missing these 2 test grades, one of which I believe they can take the test at home. The other one is an essay, but I count those as test grades. And I let them know that the test that could be taken at home needs to be taken ASAP, so I can put that in for the progress reports. But the essay, it's gonna take a minute, and I kind of have to think through myself what I want. Like, it's probably gonna be one of those things where, no, it is, because this essay, they had to write it in a very concise period of time. It's the essay for Cujo, and the student's not going to be able to do both of those things in one day. So I think that was quite nice of me, because technically that student should have had the wherewithal to get those things done, but they didn't. And they're also missing a social studies quiz that they have to take tomorrow. So I'm not gonna finalize them, because I'm trying to give that student the opportunity to get all of those things done. But if it's not done by tomorrow, the grades are gonna be finalized as is. And I just got an email I don't feel like saying. And it's gonna be, it is what it is for that student. So that's done. I have things ready for tomorrow. Today, I think I told you that my goal was to ease ourselves into getting back into the swing of things, which I did. So all we did today was in social studies, we did the weekend wrap, which is what we do every Monday. So they watch the weekend wrap video, then they take the quiz on it. And then in not social studies, then in language arts, I needed to review a couple of pieces of figurative language. We had started studying different types of figurative language, and we were doing one a day for a few days weeks ago, and then that got interrupted by something. I don't remember exactly what, but we had learned what automatopoeia was, personification, similes and metaphors. And so we would watch a vocabulary video associated with it. We would do the read and respond activity that corresponds with the vocabulary video. And then I would have them take the quiz, and I would give them a quiz grade. And they would have to write an example of that type of figurative language on a Post-it note. So what I realized when I was planning just before break is that I never had to make a Post-it note with an example of a simile or metaphor. So I had them do that today and reminded them of what those were. We also reviewed what automatopoeia was and personification. They still remember that. And then we watched the video on hyperbole. So we watched the video. After the video, they had a very brief moment of talk time with their group to define what a hyperbole is and why it's used. Then we do the read and respond on vocabulary. Then I give them the quiz. And that's all we did in language arts today. So on a side note, I'm not sponsored by vocabulary or anything like that. If you don't have vocabulary, I think I'm saying vocabulary, and I don't know why. If you don't have vocabulary, I like it for the weekend wrap, just to kind of give them a week's view of current events in wrap format. But also it's good for little things like that. Like you want to teach what hyperbole is, and you want it to be a little bit more engaging than saying a hyperbole is this, because they have a lot of those kinds of videos there. So I let them know that we were doing that because tomorrow we're going to read the poem The Bells by Edgar Allan Poe after after we get to know Edgar Allan Poe a little bit, because I think it's very important to build some background on who he was and what his life was like in general, to kind of understand some of the things he chose to write. So that's all we did. And again, today was a minimum day, and those days go by really fast. I think earlier today I was talking about prepping a game for my leadership class, and it actually went pretty smoothly. And so the premise of the game is they get in 4 groups, and they have a leader in the group, and they get 2 index cards. There's an X card and a Y card. And their goal is to win the game by winning as many points as possible. And there's 10 rounds, but out of those 10 rounds, 3 of the rounds are like bonus rounds. So in the non-bonus rounds, every round, all they have to do is decide as a group, are they gonna play this round as an X or a Y? That's it. And then bring me their card and say we're playing as an X. And then I tally up the number of groups that are playing as X and the number of groups that are playing as Y. And based on the combination, I'm trying to see if I can pull it up again. Based on the combination, I don't even have the paper, of the number of groups, it dictates how many points they get. Let me see if I can just find this in my downloads really quick, because what I'm saying just isn't gonna make any kind of sense to you if you don't get to see it. Oop. This is leadership. And this is from Character Strong, which is another platform that I luckily was able to convince my principal to purchase for the purpose of the 3 leadership classes that we have, because we're not always doing a rally and we're not always running a fundraiser. So on the in-between, I definitely want to make sure to do character building lessons, and these are already pre-planned and preset. Let's see. This was unit 2. Maybe unit 1. Okay, so the name of the game was win as many points as you can. So, sorry, I accidentally turned the camera off. So what I'm showing you right now is the payoff chart. So again, there's 4 groups, and let's say all 4 groups decided to play as an X in this particular round, and 0 groups decided to play as a Y. If they played as an X, they lost a point. If they played as a Y, which was no one, no points are earned. Let's say 3 of the 4 groups decided to play the round as an X, and 1 group decided to play as a Y. The X's would get 1 point, the Y's would get 3 points, and so on. So every round they decide, are we playing as an X or a Y? Then I tally it up, and based on the combination of how the groups played, that determines how many points they get to put on their scorecard or how many points they have to take away. For the bonus rounds, then you take the leaders of each of the 4 groups, and they have to go off to the side and huddle up and decide as a collective, what are all 4 groups gonna play together? Are we all gonna play as X's? Are we all gonna play as Y's? Then they're supposed to come back, tell their group, we're gonna play as X or Y, and then report that to me. Now that's where the game gets a little funny, because you get to see which of the groups are gonna put the needs of the group first, or which of the groups are going to maintain integrity of the whole group over winning, and which of the groups are going to be more focused on winning than keeping their word to the other groups, if that makes sense. And so when we got to the last round like that, there were 4 groups. The leaders huddled together and said, I think they all said that we're going to play Y's. Then they come in, they bring me the card, and then I announce this group is playing as a Y, this group is playing as a Y, but then there were 2 groups that played as an X, which means they went and huddled and said, yeah, we're gonna play as a Y, but then it actually came out and reported to play as an X. And it is a strategy, because they're trying to get more points. So we got through the game portion of it, all 10 rounds, and we even got to discuss some of the questions. Now, what I found interesting, and we'll debrief about this a little bit more tomorrow, is that one of the questions in the debrief was, how well did your group communicate? And they had to rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 5. A couple of the groups said 2 or 3 because they didn't really communicate at all, or they didn't really understand it, which I pointed out to say, okay, well, I mean, maybe as a group, you should have communicated, like, what are we doing? Like, do you guys understand this? Or is there a strategy that we could use? And the lack of communication may have also made it so that if you wanted to win the game, when your leader went off to huddle, there was no communication with them to go in there in that huddle and strategize and make your team winning the priority, if that makes sense. So we'll finish debriefing that tomorrow, but I thought it went well. But yeah, that is the day. Generally speaking, it went smooth, but when I tell you I am so tired because my body is now adjusting to being productive, and I was so hungry all day, even though when I'm on break, I don't really eat a meal until like the afternoon. So the body is, it's adjusting, it's trying to get there. But yeah, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna walk Woofy. And maybe I'll vlog a little bit at home. I ordered a pair of shoes over winter break, and maybe I'll share those with you. So I'm gonna just say bye for now, and I'll see you when I get home. It's almost 5 o'clock. I'm home from walking Woofy, that cold, frigid walk. I came home and I made or packed my lunch for tomorrow, which was very simple. It's just one of my factor meals because I'm backed up, so I just threw that in my lunch bag. And then I came up here to see if I would be inspired to figure out what to wear tomorrow, and I really wasn't. I'm really tired of my clothes, but surprisingly I haven't been in the mood to shop too much. So I gotta make do with what I have. This is what I've landed on. Tomorrow's gonna be cold also. So I'm gonna wear this sweater, I think, and these jeans that I just recently got from Ann Taylor Loft, even though I said I haven't been in the mood to shop. And the problem is it's gonna be cold tomorrow, so I kind of want my feet to be covered with socks, but I don't really feel like wearing booties tomorrow, so I might be wearing flats. And then I might wear this little Dickie shirt that I got. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. That really ended up being a game changer because I do like the look of a collar underneath a sweater, but wearing multiple shirts at once is never preferable to me. So I found these little Dickies on Amazon that I think it was a pack of 2 for $10, and they basically are made to just give the illusion that you have a whole collared shirt on underneath, but really it's just like the top portion of a shirt, and I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere, so that might be worn as well. But like I said, I was going to show you my shoes that I bought. I'll go in the bathroom for this because it's just easier. This happens every winter break towards the end where I'm like, I don't really want to buy anything, and then it's something about the new year where I feel like I need to, you know, have better style, or I don't know what it is that sparks it, but I always end up buying a couple of things towards the end. So I saw these on Instagram because, you know, Instagram advertises to you now, and I just thought these were cute, so I bought these tennis shoes by Sam Edelman because I don't have black and white tennis shoes. I kind of like this look, and that they're kind of on the dressier side for tennis shoes. So I just tried them on. They came not yesterday, but I think Saturday, and they fit, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep them and figure out how to style them or what I will wear them with. So I'm about to take a shower right now. My house is nice and clean because the cleaning lady came today. The fireplace is on downstairs. I lit a candle. So I need to shower, put my pajamas on, and then I need to go downstairs and edit this video and do my little write-up for my observation that I'm gonna have on Wednesday. So that is what I'm about to do. It's 3:05 on Wednesday, and I think I'm getting ready to go home. I vlogged on Monday. Thought I would vlog yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to. I didn't get to upload on Monday because I had to finalize my grades for the next day. And then yesterday I had an appointment, a therapy appointment after school. And by the time I got home, I had to make sure I was prepared for today's observation. And then by the time that was done, I needed to like take the rest of the evening to rest. So here I am. I really don't have much to report. I just kind of want to pop in to say hi. Today I woke up this morning just not feeling it. I told Taylor this morning we got to work at the same time, got in the parking lot at the same time. And I said, at this point, I don't know if I need like Midol or an antidepressant, because sometimes I think it's just hormonal, and that's very possible. And sometimes I'm like, well, I'm just so like not motivated. And then that turned into me just kind of realizing I think I'm just burnt out. Like we use that term a lot, or I've heard the term a lot, but I think that what I'm feeling is just technically considered burnout. So I just Googled symptoms of burnout. I have to go back to it. And I'm not experiencing all of the symptoms, but several of them. This is a different website. So some of the symptoms are, do you question the value of your work? Yes, I do sometimes. Do you drag yourself to work and have trouble getting started? Yes, the past few mornings it's like been a struggle to get out of the bed, to get ready for work. I haven't even gotten out of the bed to work out because I just want to lay in the bed and stay there. Do you feel removed from your work and the people you work with? No. Have you lost patience with coworkers, customers, or clients? Not with coworkers. I guess my customers would be technically my students. I think I stay patient, or at least can hold it together long enough to seem like I've maintained my patience. So I'm gonna say no to that. Do you lack the energy to do your job well? Currently, yes. Like I go home and I'm just exhausted, and I shouldn't be because I just got back from winter break where I literally did nothing. But to get the stuff done that I have to get done when I have gotten home these past couple of days has been a task. And then after that, I just sit on the couch and I'm just like staring off into space and just getting in the bed and laying down. Is it hard to focus on your job? No, I don't think. I think when you're teaching, because you're like in the thick of doing things, you kind of have to maintain focus, so no to that. Do you feel little satisfaction from what you get done? I don't know if satisfaction is the word that I would use. I think I'm feeling less appreciated or validated this year. Do I feel let down by my job, the system of education? Yes, I do. Do you doubt your skills and abilities? I do not doubt them. I just think they've been worked to death. Are you using food, drugs, or alcohol to feel better or to numb how you feel? I do feel like I want to eat a lot lately, but again, it could be hormonal, but it could also be burnout. Have your sleep habits changed? The past couple nights, I will just spontaneously wake up in the middle of the night, like not last night, but the night before, I woke up out of sleep, emotional, like, and I couldn't tell you what exactly I was emotional about, just high anxiety. Do you have headaches, stomach or bowel problems, or other physical complaints with no known cause? I've had some headaches these past couple of days. So it says if you answered yes to any of these questions, you might have job burnout, and then it tells you to talk about or think about seeing a healthcare professional or mental health professional to kind of manage it and or maintain it. So that's just kind of where I'm at. And the risk factors they're giving is saying having a heavy workload and long working hours, that's just teaching. Struggling with work-life balance, that's teaching. Working in a helping profession such as healthcare that involves a lot of giving to others. Feeling of having little or no control over work. There's some things I feel like I can control, and some things I feel like I can't. So that's that's my uplifting statement on this Wednesday. Is I just feel burnt out, and I don't think I've ever felt this way before. I have felt tired before, or teacher tired before, like man I need a break before, but not in the way I'm feeling it now. This feels like it's more than that, and it's concerning, you know, like it's not a good feeling, and I'm really hoping that it's not a feeling that lasts for very long. So my fear is, like, I feel this way and it's January. I have several months to go before summer break, and I cannot be feeling this tired or this burnt out for the rest of the school year and feel successful. So that's where I'm at. It's not the most uplifting thing, but again, part of me uploading a little bit more frequently and sometimes daily really stemmed from trying to get back to sharing like the actual truth and feeling of teaching right now for me. Someone that really enjoys it. I would say I'm passionate about it. I'm really exhausted by it right now. I did have an observation today that went relatively well. And the rest of the day was fine as well. I don't even have the energy to talk about what all was done. So I think I'm just gonna log out and I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna walk Woofy and just do what I feel like doing. If that's lay down, I'll lay down. I don't know. So, hello, happy Thursday. I'm gonna end the vlog here. It's gonna include today. No, today's not even Thursday. Today, which is Wednesday and Monday. So, I feel weird saying it right now, but if you enjoyed this vlog or found some value in this vlog, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. And if you'd like to leave a comment, please feel free to do so. And as always, I hope that you're well. And if you're not well, please be well. And I will talk to you guys soon.